Hey, Spontaneans. Before we get to the show, I would like to remind you of a wonderful podcast right here at Earwolf. Ever seen a movie so bad you couldn't believe it was actually created? Paul Scheer, June Diane Raphael, and Jason Mantzoukas have seen a few, and they are talking about them on their Earwolf podcast, How Did This Get Made? In each episode, they sit down with a celebrity guest and dive into a movie that's so bad it's actually amazing. I've been on the show a number of times. Some people say some of my episodes are their favorites. Check out the ones where I did Deep Blue Sea and Lake Placid. Past guests include, not just me, but Abby Jacobson, Ilana Glazer, Adam Scott, Scott Ackerman, Kumail Nanjiani. Plus, they have so many amazing guests coming up, you will want to make sure you have subscribed. Listen and subscribe to How Did This Get Made on Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, or wherever you listen. And now, here's the show. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to any cats who are walking across any keyboards. Welcome to any dogs who are sleeping on a saxophone. Welcome to any guinea pigs who are lost inside a tuba. How many small pets every year are taken by coyotes? The answer, of course, is 100%. But how many small pets get lost inside oversized marching band instruments? The answer may surprise you. The answer is two every year. Two every year. The strangest case? The snake in the clarinet. That's right, it was the big game. Homecoming. Everyone's excited. They got their raccoon coats on, waving their pennants. They're eating goldfish by the bowlful. And here comes the band, marching down the field. Oh, playing the school song, so stirring. But then, that's right, that guy starts a wailing on that licorice stick. And a boa constrictor, who was attending the game, said, "That's my son." Little twist. That's right. The story really is about the first snake that went to college. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Spontaneanation with Paul F. Tompkins. I am the second part. This is a show where I invite a special guest onto the program to have a free-form conversation with me inspired by a blind question from a previous episode's guest. Then I invite a pile of improviser pals onto the show. And together we do a narrative improv that is one continuous story as opposed to unconnected scenes, oftentimes utilizing details gleaned from my chat with the aforementioned special guest. And it is all scored on piano by Mr. Eban Schletter. That's what he goes like. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to welcome back to the show. We haven't seen her on this program in quite a while, although she was secretly in the studio for another episode where you didn't hear her.
I skulk sometimes.
Sometimes you skulk. You're like the phantom of the studio. She, of course, ended that episode by bringing a gigantic chandelier down upon all of our heads. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome back to the show, singer, songwriter, and singer-songwriter, Aimee Mann. That's you.
Ta-da!
Ta-da.
It's me. I'm all three.
Welcome back to the show.
Thank you for having me on the show.
Are you doing well? I trust you're doing well.
I'm doing well.
I'm glad to hear it.
Thank you for asking.
Your album is still out.
Did not go back in.
Called Mental. They didn't recall it.
Did not go back in.
Has that ever happened where they've had to recall an album? This did not perform as well as we thought it would.
Like the snake coming out of the licorice stick that then went back in.
It is a terrific album called Mental Illness. Right?
Yes.
God damn, you're staring at me like, I'll wait till you get it right.
I'll let him hang himself.
I really panicked. If you want, I think this is also still out. There's I did an unboxing video for the album for the vinyl edition.
That's right.
Which was a lot of fun to do. I think it's the best unboxing video out there.
Very
right
possibly.
now. Yeah. I really go into a lot of detail.
You do. Every detail.
Aimee, welcome back to the show.
Thank you.
It is always nice to chat with you. And I have a question for you.
Oh, my God.
From our previous episodes.
I hope I know the answer.
The good news is you're free to make up the answer.
Okay.
Yeah. We stopped asking people history and geography questions because it got too embarrassing.
I was going to say.
For me.
1642 is my answer for all of these questions.
1642. Here we go. Aimee Mann, how many times have you Googled yourself this week?
This week.
This week.
I like the implication that anyone would Google themselves all the time.
It maybe says something about the questioner.
I did have to Google myself, though.
You had to find out a fact.
I did have to find out. It was for a picture because I'm going to. I was asked to be on a television show. It's they're doing one of those American crime stories about Gianni Versace, and they asked me to be a singer in a bar.
Really?
And it's in 1997, and I got an email from the hair and makeup person about like what should we do with your hair, and I Googled myself because I thought, I bet my hair's exactly the same as it was in 1997.
And?
It's pretty close, yeah. I had little baby bangs, I think.
I remember the little baby bangs, absolutely.
Yeah. So it's not that different.
Now, are you playing yourself?
No.
Okay.
No.
Are you secretly playing yourself?
I don't know. I don't know. What am I playing? Those were air quotes for people who can't see them.
Do you remember, so when you Google yourself, did you see any surprising pictures? Was there anything there that you were like, oh, I totally forgot about that?
I was surprised at how skinny I was, and that my hair looked good in certain pictures. That's all. That was my surprise.
Do you think that you're not as thin now as you were then?
Yeah, I think I've got a little. I'm middle-aged technically. Not technically. I'm middle-aged. When does elderly start? And then I'm probably creeping up on that.
That's actually a good question because, when I was younger, I certainly thought of elderly starting at, I think, like 60.
Yeah.
You were an elderly person.
Yeah. And now that I know people who are almost 60, people who I am married to, I feel like maybe we should revise that.
Push it back.
Yeah,
the Overton window. Previous to that, have you ever Googled yourself? What other reasons would you ever have for Googling yourself?
It's I don't know why people Google it. What you're only going to find things you don't want to find.
Well, that is true, and that is why people do it.
Why? Oh, why?
Because here's why.
I got enough of that right here in my own head.
Well, of course. Here's what you do. You tell yourself, I'm going to put my name in here to see good things, but then you keep going till you find a bad thing. Mm-hmm. And then you say in your heart, those people are right.
Yeah. I know people who do that. I don't do that. It's only for. I never do it.
Right.
Sometimes I have to go to my own website to see what my tour dates are.
Right.
Because I don't always get told or know.
Right.
Yeah. People are like, I hear you're coming to Columbus. Like, well, could be. Hard to say. I'll know when I arrive there.
Right. I think I used to do it more, and I don't do it as much. I don't like. It used to be just like an idle thing that you would see. I think also in connection with a specific project or something. Like, is anyone talking about this?
Yeah.
Did this make any ripples in the ocean of the universe at all? And then once I realized why I was doing it, the psychology of it, then it made it much easier to stop doing it.
Yeah. You think it's to back up your own secret fears about that underline your own self-loathing? Yeah,
I think for a lot of people it is. I think for a lot of people that if you are, in an occupation where strangers might know who you are, as opposed to just the immediate people that you work with, the idea that you are out there being perceived by people in some way, I think is it's very hard to resist. And I think that if you can resist it, that's great.
I am resisting it. I don't want to know. I do not want to know what you think about me. I don't want to know because I don't know. It's even if it's good. I don't know. I think if it's good, you get sucked into a whole extra thing.
Well, that's the thing too. Is I
when
think
it's good.
Yeah, it's. I think another thing for me that helped was refining my own internal monitor of when I was doing when I realized I know when I'm doing good stuff and when I'm doing bad stuff.
Yeah.
And so I don't need people to confirm it that it's good, and I don't have to believe people who tear it apart when it's bad. Like if I've made a good effort, then I know that I have.
Yeah.
You know, and so there's no point in. I don't need to have it backed up or shot down.
You know when you've hit your own mark.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I was just, as we're talking, thinking like, well, I guess I'm not even curious about how much my record has sold. Only just, I mean, because it really is only, can I keep going? Did it make enough so that I, presumably my manager will tell me when I'm becoming a dead weight client.
Yeah.
So I would like to know that hasn't happened yet.
I'll just keep going until someone tells me to stop.
Yeah. But that has been my philosophy ever since I started playing music.
Yeah.
I will keep going until there's an obvious obstacle and roadblock that if I keep fighting it, I will be fighting a futile battle.
Was there a time in your life that you cared more about what people thought of you?
I think perceiving negative comments really did bother me. I mean, obviously, in my, when I first started, there wasn't a way to obsess about it. But if you, I don't know, people on the street just giving you a snide remark or something, and I think it was generally along the lines in Boston when I was until Tuesday, along the lines of, you think you're so special, kind of, like that sort of category. Bet you think you're something.
Man, oh man, there's really nothing quite like that.
Like I'm just trying to go to the drugstore.
What is the thing you Google the most?
Just dumb facts that I want to, did a snake ever come out of a tuba? Let's end that argument now. I don't know, that kind, dumb stuff.
So things that come up in conversation, and so you have to find out, is this true or not, or what, or do you want to know more about this?
Yeah. I think, facts in a conversation to, to put a pin in the argument.
And do you have to do it right away, or can you wait until
you got to do it right away?
It's very hard not to.
You're at the table. People are saying like, no, I'm pretty sure it was 1984. And you're like, all right, let's go. Yeah. Let's find out.
Phone etiquette. I feel like phone etiquette is a thing that has become an individual thing as opposed to we all know what to do. I feel like as technology has advanced so quickly in the last couple decades, we have not established etiquette for a lot of things.
And absolutely.
And everyone's just scrambling all the time. And, but I find that I catch myself sometimes at, let's say, out to dinner with people, and pulling my phone out at a restaurant sometimes will make me extremely self-conscious, and sometimes I don't care.
It feels like that there's a little bit of etiquette that's in the air, that's understood, that when the check comes or when coffee and dessert is served, now let's all check and make sure nothing's happening. It's like a little bit of like, okay, we had a conversation. Let's just see if our government is still intact in any meaningful way.
Are you an obsessive phone checker?
I guess, like I hate to say yes because I don't want to be. But, it's obviously in this climate, but literally every hour, something, when we're done, we will discover that another person has been fired
Yeah.
or something has exploded.
Well, and this will be released in October. So imagine what's happening by then. Hey, maybe we won't be here.
News about the impeachment proceedings will be on the edge of a.
See, I feel like he's going to. We're talking about the president. I feel.
Is there anyone else?
Well, the President Donald Trump. I feel like he is going to quit because he doesn't like it. And if people aren't going to tell him he's great, what's the point of doing it?
Yep.
And he doesn't want to do it. So he'll
and his brand is tanking.
Yeah, he'll say, I tried to make America great, and
you guys didn't want to know.
People wouldn't let me.
Yeah.
They wouldn't let me do it. So I'm leaving.
Yeah.
And and in his mind, it'll be like, I won. I did it.
And Tony Schwartz, the guy who wrote his autobiography.
Oh, the Art of the Deal guy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think said that he doesn't want to go to jail is really one of the one of the things. And the other thing he said that I thought was interesting is that that he turns to support for the Nazis. Let's just call it what it is, because when he feels stressed, he turns to people he knows love him.
Yeah,
and he just wants to get, like, oh, you guys love me, so sure. That'll do. It
seemed like someone in this room related to that very hard all of a sudden. And I mean, who can blame him, really? I mean, it would suck if the people that were always in your corner were a bunch of Nazis.
That's all I got.
And you're like, guys, what do you think? You guys think I'm doing a good job, right?
Yeah, that's right. But yeah, because his main motivation is just love and approval and attention, and they're giving it to him.
Now, what have you Googled that surprised you? Like if you sometimes you'll do a Google image search of like a bug or a weird animal, and then stuff comes up that you did not bargain on seeing, and you're sorry that you looked up that bug. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I'm very careful because I do not want to have surprisingly awful things thrust into my eyeballs.
Sure.
I don't know. I think you and I both on Twitter follow strange animals.
Yes,
so
absolutely.
Boy, do I get my fill of weird and awesome animals and bugs.
Do you also follow the account Nature is Scary?
No.
Nature is Scary is pretty direct. They show you horrific scenes of animals being animals at each other.
Oh, maybe I don't want this.
There was one recently where it was a fish tank, and it I don't know if it was in someone's home or if it was in a pet store or where this was, but this one fish eats another fish that's the same size as it.
Oh my God.
It just like gulp, 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 swallows it in like 3 big bites. And there's other fish in the tank that are swimming away as quickly as they can.
Like, oh, great! I'm in the tank with this guy now.
Yeah, and I wasn't sure. And these fish, by the way, none of them they don't look like piranhas or anything like that. They just look like the kind of fish you'd see in a fish tank at somebody's house.
Right.
And I couldn't figure out, was this supposed to happen? Like whoever is in charge of this tank, did they know that this was going to be the case?
Did they stop feeding the fish because they suspected that at some point,
right,
another of their pets would have to eat
right.
the other pet?
And the video makes me think someone knew this was going to happen, and this was the desired
Why are they
outcome.
taking a video? They just got video of the fish
24/7? Look, these fish calm me down when I'm at work. I want to take a video I can have with me all the time.
But it's got to be fresh. It can't be recycled.
Fresh.
It can't be the same swimming in circles. It's got to be today's swimming in circles.
I take a video of my fish every single day. And I watch it during my commute.
Yeah. Some jerk arranged for a fish to die on his watch.
But
I don't know how. I don't know why.
It really surprised me that the fish were the same size, because you think of it as a big fish eating a little fish.
Yeah, you do. That's a
metaphor.
The thing.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Eat the little fish.
Yes, exactly.
That's how we say.
But same size fish eating same size fish. I don't know what I'm supposed to do with that.
One of the fish needs a gun. Look,
the only thing
Second Amendment, that's how it goes.
The only thing that can stop a same-sized fish with an open mouth is a good same-sized fish with a gun. When fish learn how to use guns, will that be game over, do you think?
It will be some kind of game is definitely going to be
Like
over.
if you went to go fishing and then you saw like a shotgun barrel coming out of the ocean pointed at you.
Please let me see that.
Hey, man, thank you so much for being here.
It is my pleasure.
It is now October 2nd. What would you like to tell the people about?
I have nothing.
Do you have any dates coming up?
I have.
Or did you just do some dates?
I have dates in Europe at the end of October.
Ooh la la.
But does your podcast going across the pond? I don't know.
It's international, yes.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
It can be gotten.
Yeah. We changed our settings so that
Yeah.
people
So that
around the
people-
world.
Even people who speak English with a different kind of accent can
That's right.
listen and enjoy.
Do you know who I hope is listening to this? Is that Canadian guy with the guitar in space.
What? Who's he? Who is this?
Stompin' Tom Connors. You know, when he died, they sent him directly into space.
Oh, is he the guy who did the Bowie song?
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
Okay. I guess I did know that after all. Google.
You know, he's stuck up there.
For all time?
I think so.
Is he-
I mean, for as long as a human lifespan.
Well, he made his bed.
Plenty of time to learn the clarinet. Aimee Mann, where can people find you online should they wish to find you and should you wish to be found?
AimieMann.com, and that will have my tour dates that you and I both will Google to find out what they are.
There you go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to take a break. During the break, you will listen to the ad. When we come back, we'll meet our improvisers. Fun. Hey, it's me, Watu the Watcher. I'm on the moon on forbidden to interfere in human affairs, but I got a what-if question for you. What if you could give back while you slept? This is the question posed to us by Leesa Mattresses. Leesa is an innovative direct-to-consumer online mattress brand that is also socially conscious. I see it a lot on all the various worlds. There's a Leesa in every universe. Driven by the mission to provide a better place to sleep for everybody, for every 10 mattresses Leesa sells, they donate one to a shelter through their 110 program, like they do across the multiverse. Not to mention, Leesa also plants one tree for every mattress sold and donates 1% of each employee's time to volunteer for local causes, not on the one earth where there's no such thing as a tree. But best of all, Lisa's patented universal adaptive feel is designed, and I do mean universal, should be multiversal if you ask me, you want to watch it. It's designed for all types of sleepers and features 3 premium foam layers, including 2-inch Avena foam top layer for cooling and breathability, 2-inch memory foam middle layer for body contouring and pressure relief, and a 6-inch dense core support foam for durability and structure for sleepers of all sizes. And believe me, some of these earths, they got gigantic sleepers, and so Lisa on Earth has to make a gigantic mattress. It's crazy, I tell you. I watch it all, but I've forbidden to interfere. Also available online in the US, UK, Canada, and Germany, or at the Lisa Dream Gallery in New York City. The 100% on Earth Prime. The 100% made, American-made mattress ships compressed in a box to your door so you could save a trip to the store. I messed it up. That should have been like a fun rhyme. Look, I'm not a poet. I'm just a guy with a gigantic head. I live on the moon and I watch stuff. No wonder Lisa is a Forbes top 20 startup to watch. Okay, here's a call to action. This is where you are forbidden. You are allowed to interfere, but I am not. Try a Lisa mattress in your own home for 100 nights risk-free with free shipping always across the multiverse. And get $100 off when you go to leesa.com/PFT. That's leesa.com/PFT. And that is a patented Uatu What If? Stitcher Premium is entering the musical podcast space with the new 3-part series Stolen Idea, written by Matt Besser and Bobby Matthews. Stolen Idea is a comedy punk rock musical that covers the theft of intellectual property in both the music and comedy worlds. The story follows a stand-up comedian and a rock musician who are both approaching 40 and are fearful their time to make it is running out. One has his idea stolen, the other steals an idea. Produced and mixed by Earwolf's lead sound engineer Brett Morris, the 17-song soundtrack features performances by Scott Ackerman, Paul Rust, James Adomian, John Gemberling, Virginia Matthews, Mike Cassidy, Mike Still, Danielle Schneider, and Harris Whittles. Listen to Stolen Idea on Stitcher Premium and get 1 month of Stitcher Premium free when you go to stitcherpremium.com/stolen and enter the promo code SPONT. That's stitcherpremium.com/stolen, offer code SPONT. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It is time to meet our friends from the land of make pretense. Seated right next to me, this gentleman, always a pleasure to see him.
Thank you.
Welcome back to the show, Jordan Black.
I am a gentleman. Thank you.
You are a gentleman.
I was raised very well.
I'll bet you were.
I was, yes, quite well.
I'll bet you were.
And so my parents would much appreciate that you're recognizing that I'm a gentleman. Because not everyone is, and not everyone at this table is. And I won't say any names, but they know who they are.
Oh, it was not me.
It was not you. It's not you. It's definitely not you or Hal or Amy.
I think I know who it is.
I'm not saying. I'm just saying. It's just people should just be cool.
Jordan, when's the last time you Googled yourself?
I don't. Well, we've had this conversation before, actually.
That's right. That's right.
I don't Google myself because it's pointless. Because if you Google Jordan Black, a bunch of black Air Jordan sneakers come up.
That's right.
You got to go way, and so it's just depressing.
And if you Google Jordan Black actor,
then
a bunch of black actors.
Yeah, like Michael B. Jordan.
Yeah,
comes up.
he comes up.
It wasn't always that way because I've been acting longer than he's been famous. Yes, he jumped me in the line, but I used to be first, but then he got famous, and then now it's like now his picture pops up because he's black and his name B. Jordan. So yeah, it's basically I got to get more famous than Air Jordan sneakers and Michael B. Jordan, and that's a tall order.
Do you know what I think, Jordan?
Yes.
Is that Michael B. Jordan is the first hit for Jordan Black actor because when he would Google himself, he would keep getting Michael Jordan, the basketball player.
Of course.
And he's like, Jordan Black actor.
Right.
There's me.
Right. So you think he's the one who caused the
shift in the algorithm?
He changed the algorithm by just constantly.
I hope those words were right.
I think they are. That's the word I was looking for was algorithm. So I think between the two of us, we got this. But yeah, I'm gonna guess that he constantly was trying to figure out the math to get his picture to pop up.
That's why I bet if you went to Dogpile, you'd probably be the first guy that comes
What's
up.
Dogpile? I don't know that.
I don't even know if that's a thing anymore. That was an early search engine.
Oh, okay. So I'd probably be the first one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely on Friendster, I would have been the first one.
100%.
I was an early adopter.
Sure.
Friendster, a very early adopter.
And it took a long time to let go, didn't it?
It's a process. Everything's a process,
That's
Paul.
right. That's right.
May I call you Paul?
I wish you would.
Okay.
Jordan,
Paul.
I'm going to look away from you right now.
Aw.
The gentleman seated right across from you.
What?
You can't even believe it.
Oh.
This gentleman, my colleague from the Thrilling Adventure Hour podcast and live show. He is one of the hosts of a couple podcasts.
Yep.
We Got This and Tights and Fights on another podcasting network. I won't say which one.
Oh, just say it.
I will never.
Just say it.
Never.
Please, I need to eat.
Is that how it works? Is that you have to get other people to say the name of the network and then
And then they'll feed me.
you guys work on like a commission system? Maximum Fun is the name of the network.
Yes. Cha-ching.
You did it.
I did it.
I really was hoping you wouldn't. I just want to see
I
how
lost
much
money.
of a pushover.
I
you
lost
were.
money when you said it.
I lost respect.
Hal Lublin is here.
Hello.
How have you been?
I've been doing quite well, thank you.
I'm glad to hear that.
It's nice to be here.
Now, you asked me earlier if we do the plugs now or later. Is there something you're dying to plug that you got to get out there?
I do, but I'm going to do it later.
Thank you. You passed my test. Hal, have you Googled yourself?
Yes. Often. Too often. Too often for someone at my level of notoriety. To be fair. Because it's always the same. Right. There aren't a lot of Hal Lublins out there. So it's just Facebook profile, Twitter account.
Now, famously, we have a joke amongst the Thrilling Adventure Hour cast of mispronouncing your name, Hal Lublin. Have you ever Googled misspellings of your name?
I haven't. I should. Because there's probably a whole bunch of coverage that I missed.
I have done that. I have Googled misspellings of my last name. And then,
TH, right?
Yeah. And then you go to the dark web.
Yeah, I want to buy a nuclear warhead and see what news articles are happening.
I got a copy of that anarchist cookbook. Hal,
Yes,
Tights and Fights, it's about wrestling.
it is.
Have you ever wrestled anyone?
No, not professionally.
Have you wanted to?
It would be neat, but I also know I'd be in terrible pain, and it seems like the training involves a lot of squats. I'm not into that. They're like, that's the tip. Like, you want to be a wrestler? Do 900 squats right now.
What were you basing this on?
I've seen. Listen, Paul, I know a lot about professional wrestling. This is.
I know you do.
Stop bragging.
They want to see just how much knowledge I have is crazy, but they want to see like what kind of physical shape you're in. So they have you do a ton of squats, and they want to get you winded, and it's weird.
But you've seen some wrestlers, right? Who are, you know, they're like, this guy's not doing a bunch of squats.
You would think.
Or is that the old days? Is that not true anymore? Are they all like gigantic bodybuilders now?
No, those guys are still around. There's still guys that don't seem like they would pass the squat test.
You're George the Animal Steel.
Yes.
Sure.
I
You're
guarantee
Iron
you,
Sheiks.
That guy would surprise you with his squatting ability, I bet.
I'm going to ask him to help me move. Listen, have you seen Glow, the TV show?
I have.
Now, those gals, they all learned how to wrestle and nobody
Yes.
got hurt.
That's true. And they did a great job from zero to wrestler in a matter of weeks. I'll bet you they did a bunch of squats. We could ask our mutual friend Kimmy Gatewood.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
Because I have a feeling during the next break, I'm going to text Kimmy and we'll see what she says about the amount of squats they had to do.
We'll just see.
Hal, I'm done talking to you.
Fine.
I'm going to look across the gonna look across the table from me. This gentleman, it feels like forever since he's been
Gentlemen.
here. Oh, well, according to some. What a treat it is to see his whistling face whistling at me. Welcome back to the show, Gary Anthony Williams.
Thank you. In case you didn't notice, I was getting my lips warmed up for the new Uncle Remus role I just booked.
Now, can you talk about this project?
Yeah, this is a Song of the South project kind of thing I'm doing. It's me as Uncle Remus talking to various live action animals. And just
Live
spreading-
action animals.
Yeah, just spreading the joy. And like with the fish, but this will be a lot of animals that you would not also expect eating each other. They're about of equisize, as we call it. You're gonna love. So yeah, I'm just getting the lips out there, letting them do the talking for me.
Sure. So now, in this reboot of Uncle Remus, Uncle Reboot, if you will,
Uncle Remus. Remus.
what is the most surprising animal that eats another animal of similar size?
Equisize.
Of equisize.
Of equisize
Forgive me.
kangaroo, which a lot of people don't even realize that those are carnivorous at all. The kangaroo can eat twice its size than another animal. Twice its size.
So what does the kangaroo eat?
Gonga is, if I may, I don't want to take up your time.
No,
with
no,
this.
please.
Okay. Gonga is Aboriginal for hefty, and ru means twice. So it's basically like twice the heft that it can hold twice. its
Ru in
body
what
weight.
language? Like
In-
Conga is
No, the same thing. Both
both
Aboriginal.
okay.
Both Aboriginal.
I didn't know.
You thought it was a
Yeah.
Cross-lingual.
pollination,
Yeah, I don't know.
cross-lingual portmanteau.
I don't speak a lot of different languages.
I can literally, and here I go tooting my own, but I can literally speak. Well,
Wait, literally or literally?
literally.
Okay.
Literally. I can pretty much get by in any language.
Any language.
In any language. I can kind of give them what they give me, as we say.
Really?
I can give them what they give me.
So even though you don't speak the language,
But I know just the right kind of nod,
okay.
or I think the audience can see what I'm doing right now.
What absolutely
Doing that?
can. What is
Yeah.
the most challenging lingual situation you found yourself in?
Believe it or not, I guess we've all been to Iceland. In Iceland, in the outer stretches of Iceland, there are some what they call QTP, quick-tongued people over there. And you can get lost in a land of language that you would not expect, my friend.
That is very poetic, Gary.
I guess I said it.
Oh, there he goes.
That's not me. That was Remus, buddy. That was me.
I saw him take you over
Yeah.
as you were sitting
Yeah.
there.
Speaking of wrestling, this
Yeah.
shirt I'm wearing was given to me by a professional wrestler.
Let me guess. Was it Seamus?
That was Sheamus. Now that dude does some squats. He is a squatter.
Oh, is he?
Is he just...
Whoa.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, I just
That
said he
dude
was.
does some squats. Oh, is he?
Is he doing? Is he done some squats?
Hal's not a person who's into languages, so Gary is. So we get a balance.
Yeah.
We need that.
I know zero of them.
Hal,
Yep.
is Sheamus a one-name wrestler?
He is.
Like a Cher?
Yeah. He's a big Irish guy, very pale, with a red head.
Doesn't anybody have titles anymore like they used to when they would make up their characters?
Like the King, Jerry the King Lawler.
Sure. Haystacks Calhoun.
No, there are certainly some odd names out there, but there are a lot of names. Just here's a guy's name, and then also they'll drop their name when they get from developmental to main roster. There's a guy named Elias Sampson, who's now just Elias because we can't remember two names.
Why isn't he just Samson?
I don't know.
Can I ask a wrestling question real quick?
Yeah, I don't know, Jordan. I'm going to be stuck on this one for a long time.
I don't watch wrestling. I don't know a lot about it, but I've always wondered this. Like the wrestler Steve Austin.
Yes.
Is that his real name, or is it he's saying he's the Bionic Man?
It's a good question. Because he says he's Stone Cold.
Stone Cold Steve Austin.
He's not saying
But is he
he's
saying I'm Stone Cold Steve
Cyborg
Austin because
Austin.
Steve Austin was the Bionic Man, or is that just the name?
Is his name actually Steve Austin?
That was just the name. His real name is Steve Williams.
Oh, so it is a reference to the Bionic Man.
I think he changed it because there is a Dr. Death Steve Williams. So there was already a Steve Williams. Can't be two.
You can't
But
be
he could have changed it to
Dr.
Steve
Death.
Johnson's, but
Or-
he chose Steve Austin.
Steve B. Williams.
Steve B.
And then you can
Williams.
Google it.
But yeah, he does not want to do that.
No.
But do you know if it's the Bionic Man that he's referencing
It
at
is
all?
not as far as I'm aware.
Well, that's crazy then if he
That's
made
very
it up.
crazy.
I agree.
He's a psycho.
Yeah.
He's
You
a
guys
psycho.
realize what we're doing to each other right now, right? We're tearing each other apart.
Oh my God, you're right, Gary.
Which is what wrestlers do.
Yeah.
Sure.
That's true. And like wrestlers do, we're just having fun.
Yeah, we are.
Yep.
We all like each other. Ladies and gentlemen, we have to take another break. You'll listen to this ad. When we come back, we will reveal our location for our improv provided to us by Aimee Mann. And then we're going to do that improv. All this and nothing else when Spontaneanation returns. Hello, my friends. I want to remind you of a couple live dates that are coming up in Los Angeles. Sunday, October 29th, right before Halloween, Dana Gould presents Plan 9 from Outer Space Red live at Largo at the Coronet. Dana Gould, hilarious stand-up comedian, the creator of the wonderful show Stand Against Evil on IFC that stars our own little Janet Varney. He's putting this on. He's done it before. I've taken part in it before. It is so much fun. You will not want to miss this. It features not just me, but also little Janet Varney and Eban Schletter playing live theremin. You got to come check this out. Then a month later, Saturday, November 4th, also at Largo at the Coronet, the Work Juice Players, my pals from the Thrilling Adventure Hour, we are reuniting for the first time in a little bit to put on a benefit show for the Anti-Defamation League. This is because we don't like fascism. So please come and support a worthy cause. We're going to be doing stories from the Amelia Earhart Fearless Flyer series that we've done over the years, starring Autumn Reeser as Amelia Earhart, and all of us playing various hilarious roles. Me, Busy Phillips, Craig Kakowski, Paget Brewster, Annie Savage, Hal Lublin, little Janet Varney, the whole gang, Mark Evan Jackson, Mark Gagliardi. I named everybody. I think even Joshua Molina is going to be there. So if you're coming, wear a tuxedo, size tremendous. This is going to be great. For tickets for both of these events, go to paulftompkins.com/live, and we look forward to seeing you there. Whoa, yeah! We did it! We survived another ad. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the show. It is now time to reveal the location for our improv provided to us by our guest, Aimee Mann. But first, just so you know, in order to aid us in our storytelling, we use 3 sound effects that move us about in space and time. Let's say we need to go into the past for some reason. Somebody's having a memory. We're learning how something came to be. You will hear this flashback sound effect. Into the past we go. Let's say we want to get back from the flashback to where we were, or travel into the future for some reason. You'll hear this flash forward sound effect. Future. Now, this final button moves us only in space, not in time. Let's say we're in a scene and we want to find out what's happening at the exact same time somewhere else. A meanwhile, if you will. We hit this meanwhile sound effect. Past. Present. Future. Everyone gets it. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to reveal our location provided to us by Aimee Mann, and that location is... Splash Mountain at Disneyland. Splash Mountain at Disneyland. We take you now to Splash Mountain at Disneyland.
Son, I literally cannot remember. Are we at Disneyland or are we at Disney?
Mama, here how you always know the difference. How you gonna always know the difference.
How do I know the difference?
Disney World got Epcot centers.
Okay.
And Disneyland got funnel cake.
Okay, I smell funnel cake. I'm at Disneyland.
There you go.
I'm sorry. Ma'am, I always hate to do this, but...
No, please.
Who introduced you? This is so rude. I mean, I was talking to my mama, and then you just walk up, mose up, and get in our...
Son, the time of rudeness in our world is up. There is no rude anymore.
That's true. Obama put an end to that.
He put an end to rudeness.
Rudeness ended when Obama was elected.
Well, I certainly didn't mean to interrupt. It's just that you're holding up the line, and there's...
Hi, my name is Clarence. You are?
Clarence. Hello, my name is Chaz.
Thank you, Chaz.
Chaz, I am Clarence's mother. I don't like to use my first name.
That's quite all right. I don't need to know it. But I do need to tell you that you're very small.
Yeah, I'm what they call petite.
I would go to say you are triple X petite.
I was saying I'm what they call petite, but others call me even more petite.
Yes, you're
She's 3 foot. She's 3 foot.
You have to be a little bit taller than that.
Right. It's mostly neck.
I didn't want to say anything. She has a beautiful swan-like neck.
Oh, thank you so much.
Absolutely.
Have one of the many lays that I carry around my neck.
Thank you. Well, your neck is even longer than I thought it was, minus the one lay.
So what are you telling me, young man?
Well, the rides is a safety issue. You have to be a certain height to be able to ride on the ride.
Show it, baby. Show her the Velcro vest that you got for me. Show her the vest. Or him.
Wait,
I'm sorry, I don't believe in sexes.
We don't gender in our family. We don't gender.
Okay.
Here's the Velcro vest that will help us stick to the seat. We take it everywhere, and so don't worry. You will not be held liable for any injuries. My mom's been injured a lot. She's still with us. So
son, show him the contract for that. For
here's
me
the contract.
Sign.
Here's the contract. We had it drawn up by a paralegal. Adjacent to a paralegal. And
what is that? I'm sorry.
Adjacent to a paralegal.
I remember the day that we went adjacent to that paralegal.
Hey, I need a contract drawn up. We going to Splash Mountains.
That's next door. This is Baskin Robbins.
Oh, just sign the paper, man. Just write that it's okay for her to ride on Splash Mountains.
Our flavor of the month is bubblegum.
Well, write that down too. Write it down.
I'm gonna
Get
write it
all
down
in
there.
It's got to be legal.
Okay.
I still have that ice cream from that day.
Bubblegum. Yeah. Well, this all looks in order. I'm sorry, if you have a Velcro vest, they should have given you a yellow card to show me so I know that you can ride the ride, and of course you can go to the front.
Chaz, it's too late to clean it up now, okay? You made an ass out of yourself.
Son.
Okay? Because he was being judgmental.
Son.
Okay, Mom.
Apologize to Chaz.
Chaz, I'm sorry.
It's all right.
Well, and repeat what Obama said about rudeness.
Obama said, be the rudeness that you don't want to have seen. Don't do it. We all know it. It's on all the posters.
He was so poetic. Everything rolled out of his mouth.
He was. I mean, I can't stop saying it sometimes. Be the rudeness
that you don't want to see
around this place.
And don't do it.
Yeah, don't do it. Yeah.
What's taking so long up there? I want to get wet and walk around the park all day.
Sir, I'm sorry, but we're just having a little difficulty at the front of the line. Please stand by one of the misters. It'll at least get you a little damp.
I'm barely soaked.
I'm sorry, sir. We're doing the best we can. I apologize.
Fine.
Timothy, come into the office, please.
Oh, what seems to be the problem?
There's a young fellow around the park right now, walking around, getting on every water ride out there.
Oh, wait, I think I know exactly who you're talking about.
The guy with the super absorbent shirt?
Yeah, at first I thought he was just testing a product, but now it seems like he's trying to rub it in everyone's face.
He is. Not only that, he's soaking up all of the water. I fear by the end of the day there won't be any water left on the water ride.
It's that serious, Mr. Chanderson.
Look at my face. Now look at my cheek. That's the cheek of a serious man.
It sure is.
Tim,
Yes, Mr. Chanderson.
you go and fix this, or you lose your job.
What? Oh, hold on a second. So if I do fix it, I get to keep my job, right?
I'm pretty sure my words were clear. You fix this, or you lose your job.
So he said either fix it or you lose your job?
No. He said, fix it or you lose your job. I tried to get him to clarify. He just said the same thing.
Well, I'm gonna tell you, this is not looking good right now because Splash Mountain is running low on water today.
Really?
It's real low. Yeah, so hopefully he wants it to be low and you can keep your job because I'm pretty sure by the time we get 2 more groups through, we're gonna be out of water.
Wait a minute. This is... Okay, so I didn't even factor in that if Splash Mountain runs out of water... Wait, what do you said?
I'm saying we're
hopefully-
running out. Well, if it's or, maybe you have a shot here that he's like, oh, it ran out of water, you get to keep your job. I don't know.
Wait,
the
if
answer.
it does run out of water, I get to keep my job?
I'm not your boss. I don't know it. I'm just the water guy. Okay? All I'm telling you is if you want to keep your job, you got to convince him that not having water is better. So instead of Splash Mountain, people can just ride Mountain. It's a brand new ride at Disneyland. Mountain.
All right, I'll think about that.
Hey, either way, we're running out of water. So
No, I know.
Make it work for yourself.
You made your point. All right. Let me get over there and see what's going on. Sir,
Yeah.
I feel like you've been in line many times today.
Yeah, I got a fast pass before, and then I came back through single rider.
Can y'all hurry up and move up there? My baby needs to get liquefied.
Where? For the last time. This is just a fun flume kind of thing.
I understand, fun.
All right.
My baby needs to be liquefied. Please hurry up.
What do you say?
Wait, they let babies on this ride?
No.
I left my baby in the car because I didn't think I could put it on the ride.
I
Everyone-
left my baby at home by himself.
Oh, that's not good. None of this is good.
I'm bringing my dog.
Okay, everyone, please. Please. Now, sir,
Yeah.
I feel like that shirt you're wearing.
Yep. Oh, the Soakmaster?
Yeah.
You like it?
Actually, can I be honest with you? I don't like it.
Wow, that's hurtful.
Well, you seem to be absorbing a lot of the water in the park.
Am I, or is this awesome shirt doing it?
It's your shirt, so it's the same diff.
Should see Grizzly River run. It looks like an empty dog bowl right now.
That's not good, sir.
I went on it twice. Yeah, this shirt's great.
Are you doing this on purpose?
Riding fun rides? Yeah,
I think you know what I'm asking.
I do know what you mean. And I am. I want all the water in Disney for myself.
What? Why?
Because I'm opening my own water park and it's very expensive to get running water in there.
I'm sorry to interrupt, but I brought my dog over here and a dog the same size just ate my dog. And now, do you all have a policy for that? How to handle that?
I'll be honest with you. We do not have a policy for that.
Well, I need to know, like, what's my recourse? Because my dog is inside another dog.
I guess talk to the owner of the other dog?
Okay, now I'm doing your job.
What? I don't understand.
I don't work at Disneyland. They don't pay me to talk to owners of dogs that eat the same size dog.
Wait a minute. You're the water guy.
Okay, I mean,
Why are you bringing your dog to the park?
Listen, because what, you want me to leave my dog at home?
Yes.
You're talking like a crazy person right now.
Honey, where you going with the dog?
To work?
Oh, okay. You sound like a sane person right now.
Thank you. So just so you know, you're the only person who thinks this is crazy.
Okay, your wife sounds like a real enabler.
Hey, I don't know what her sun sign is or her star sign or none of that, but I do know that I need to get my dog out that dog.
Okay, well, why don't you? Why
I'm asking, why don't you? I got to go figure out this water thing because all the water's gone. So while I'm doing that, you get to them people and get my dog out of that dog.
Okay.
Thank you.
I will.
Yeah, it looks like him over there. Yeah, Mr. Chanderson, do you read me? Mr. Chanderson?
Yeah.
Come in, Mr. Chanderson.
Hold on just 1 second. Hold on just 1 second. No peppers. No peppers on that at all.
No peppers?
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, you guys have those new mushrooms, right?
We do. We
Yeah.
do the Mexican
Again,
exploding
Tim, hold on
mushroom.
just 1 second.
They got
Called
them
an
new
exploding
mushrooms.
mushroom.
Yeah, yes, they do. Yes, they do, Tim.
They have a pepper center.
That wasn't me, sir.
No. I was talking to the other Tim.
My name's Tim too.
What?
How can I hear him though?
Yeah. Hold on, just guys, please.
I'll
They
take
have
you
the
off speaker.
spices.
Yes, I have the Mexican exploding mushrooms.
Let me
They're
go
called
ahead.
The poppers.
Let me get those
They're
poppers
breaded
in
with cheese on
Okay.
the inside. Please let me go through this. They're gonna
No.
fire me.
I'm not trying to rush you. When I get excited, I say, okay, I like it.
Hell with this. I'm gonna
all
call
right.
the restaurant.
Hello.
Yeah. Can you hold on a second? I have a gigantic order to make.
Okay, I'm
right.
gonna hold.
Mr. Chanderson?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I've spotted the water thief.
Are you kidding me?
No.
All right. What is your plan of action, Tim?
I'm going to approach him,
Yeah.
confront him,
Yes.
and ask him to return the water
Yes.
and leave the park.
ACAL. Approach.
Hey, I'm
Confront.
sorry, I don't mean to
Ask.
jump into your phone call.
Yes,
but
yes.
he also needs to get my dog out of that dog. Can you get him to do that? Because he won't do nothing I ask.
My dog's here with me at work.
Okay, I'm gonna hang up on two of these lines.
Now, which ones? I'm just curious.
Well, I'm gonna keep you on the line.
Yeah,
Can
I'll
I
still
stay?
be here,
Can I
guys.
stay though?
No, I was joking about the order. I just wanted to get my boss to talk to me.
Well, that's hurtful.
Yep.
Yeah, so they got both of us. He hung up, so I just called you back just to see how
Yep.
you doing. So.
You know what? I'm very stressed at this job.
Could you tell me about the mushrooms? 'Cause I feel like I'm not getting enough information about the mushrooms.
Hey!
Yes, it's called.
These are just regular mushrooms. They're not new.
Nothing's popping over mine.
I gotta go.
All right, Mr. Chanderson, it's an ACAL.
Yes. Approach.
Approach. Confront.
Confront.
Ask.
Ask.
And
Leave.
leave. That's right. All right, I'm on it. Excuse me, sir.
Uh-huh.
My name is Tim. I'm with the park.
I can see your name tag.
Yeah, I'm one of the cast members here.
Yeah, I know what you call yourselves.
I know, but we say it. We have to say it a lot.
I understand.
I'm a cast member.
I know, you can't point with one finger, I get it.
That's right. Exactly. I have to point with two.
Yep.
Because in some cultures, it's rude to point with one finger.
Yeah.
And also, there's an urban legend that Walt Disney, he always pointed with two fingers because he always had a cigarette in his fingers.
Wow, that's interesting.
It is, isn't it?
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna get on this ride again.
Don't,
now.
sir.
Yep.
I'm afraid I have to ask you with a big smile on my face not to do that.
I gotta sit down soon. This shirt's really heavy.
About that. Mm-hmm. C for confrontation. Sir, we know you're stealing water from the park.
Yeah, I told you. I said I was using my shirt to take the water to go to my own park, which is not yet open.
I think you told my associate Chaz.
Oh, right.
I'm a different guy, sir.
I misread the name tag.
Yeah, you sure did.
You have similar facial
I
hair.
even said my name was Tim, and you said, yeah, I can read your name
I
tag.
wasn't really listening.
You
Sorry.
weren't, were you?
No, I was thinking about how heavy this shirt is.
Sir,
Yep.
ask. I'm going to ask you to return all the water.
Jeez. That puts me in a real bind.
Does it?
Yeah. I mean, on the one hand, it seems like the right thing to do, and you're being very nice about it. I've already heard the A, the C, and the A. I can only assume you're going to leave when I'm done.
No. I mean, leave is what the L stands for, but
Yeah.
I'm not the one who's going to be leaving.
You're going to leave, but I'm going to stay, and then I work here.
I'm going to leave, and you're going to stay, and then you work here.
You are going to leave while I stay, but I'm working here.
I will
I'm
leave.
saying what you're saying.
You will stay, and you will work here.
I will work with you.
You will work with me.
Hey, this is your new park?
Yeah.
Where'd you get all the water?
Look for the hidden Mickeys is all I'm going to say. Wink.
Mr. Chanderson, I
Yes.
don't know. He kind of, he like hypnotized me.
He pulled the old double talk on you, didn't he?
Yeah, he doubled everything I said.
Yeah.
But he just changed the pronouns.
Yes.
And then,
He changed the yous to me and I.
yeah, exactly.
Baby, baby, you gonna work all day, or we going to have lunch?
I'm trying to get the pop out of this mushroom, and then I'm also trying to talk to Timothy. over
Work,
there.
work, work. That's all you ever do.
You know what, baby? You're right. Give me 4 minutes.
Okay, what am I gonna do myself in those 4 minutes? I'll figure it out.
Should I be here, sir? Or
Yes, yes.
No, please stay, please stay.
All right. We have a bigger problem on our hands.
Yeah, he's like, he's got mind powers or something.
He does. I'll tell you one thing, though.
Wait, you knew that he did?
Yeah, I did.
Why didn't you tell me?
You didn't notice the similarities. Look at my face.
Yes, sir.
Look at my cheek.
Yes.
We have the same face and cheek. That's my brother. He told me 5 years ago he was going to take down this park and open up his own. He got you the same way he got me. The same way he tricked me into buying that super absorbent shirt. I never should have left this up to you to fix. This is something I'll have to do on my own with your help. Yes.
Baby, I'm gonna let you finish. I'm gonna go ride on that new ride y'all got, Mountain. Okay, so
You mean the
just-
dry one?
Mountain? That's just the ride. isn't it?
Formerly Spanish.
Okay, I don't know the science, but I'm just gonna go ride on Mountain.
Okay, I only have 1 more minute with this guy, but if you need to go around, okay, you're right.
I'm gonna go.
We're going to march over there, me and you, Tim, and we're going to take down my brother.
Okay, sir.
This is the last thing I do, and it just might be.
I'm sorry. There's a possibility you might die?
I may live and or die.
So you may live and never do anything again.
Tim, look at my face.
Yes, sir.
I may live.
Hold on. Do you want me to look at your cheek?
Yeah.
Okay.
And or die.
Okay. Still doesn't clear anything up.
Let's do it.
All right. Well, now you've done it, sir.
Oh my.
Look who it is.
Brother,
Hello, brother.
I like your park. It's so full of water, it doesn't even seem like much land left at all.
They call it the puddle.
Tim,
Yes, sir.
look at my cheek.
Yes, Mr. Chenderson.
Notice anything odd about it?
Yes, I do.
I can dislodge my jaw like a python. You're about to watch something you've probably never seen before.
Are you going to swallow your own brother?
I'm going to swallow my own brother.
I have actually seen that on YouTube.
Oh, baby, I love when you do this trick.
I feel like I should try and run away, but I'm just interested to see if this happens.
Tim, you're here for one reason and one reason alone.
What's that, Mr. Chenderson?
All of the water that gets dispelled from me after I swallow my own brother, I want you to take it back over to Disney. I want you to fill up that mountain ride. I want you to make it the great place that it once was. I won't make it through this ordeal, but you will.
But
Sir.
you might live and or die, so that means you could live and die, or you could live or die.
To be fair, Mrs. Chenderson, we all live and die.
Oh, I'm not Mrs. Chenderson. Ooh, I hate her.
I didn't realize. I just assumed.
You should have known.
Mr. Chenderson, I have an idea, and it might fix everything.
Go ahead, Tim.
If you devour your brother,
Yes.
if you can just hang on for a second, I'll get you back to Disney, and then I'll squeeze you, and then you can dispel the water like that book, The 5 Chinese Brothers. Was it 5?
I think of.
Yeah, the one guy, he like sucks up the sea and then he spits it out.
It's always 5 of them.
Oh, she's a racist. I forgot to tell you, she's my beautiful racist. My beautiful little racist.
You know, I am what I am.
There's no changing her.
All right, that is actually good to know. That's good to know. Thank you for that information.
You're
I'm
welcome.
willing to let you try that. If it doesn't work, don't feel bad. I'm leaving the park to you.
Mr. Chenderson, I will be in charge of Disneyland?
I think of you as a son.
I had no idea.
I think of things differently. I think of a tomato as an apple. Either way, I'm leaving it to you.
That became less of a compliment.
No.
really fast.
He loves apples.
No, I get
He
it.
does.
Always did.
I
Always
get
did.
that. Oh.
And with that,
Oh, he's doing it. Oh, this is like real life vor.
No, don't close your eyes. You have to watch the whole thing.
Do I really?
Yeah.
Why?
That's the way it works.
Oh,
Quickly,
yes,
back to Disney.
Get in the golf cart. Why would the guy put his
let me
park right
squeeze
next
in.
to Disneyland?
Let me squeeze in. Let me
Okay,
squeeze
get on
in.
the way. Get on the way back. All right, sir.
We're here.
All right, sir. I'm just gonna start pushing on your sides. Just kind of aim your face over in that direction. And here we go. 3, 2, 1. It worked.
Ordeal. That was an ordeal.
It sure was, sir. Well, I'm glad you lived.
Well, Tim, can I tell you, when me and Mr. Chashman,
Mr. Chanderson?
Mr. Chanderson, yes, that's how I see it, because that's my nickname for him, Mr. Chashman.
Oh, that's your pet name for him. I see.
Now, when we were talking about you taking over the park, one of the things that I stated to him is I come with the park. So that would have meant I would have been coming and being your girlfriend. But now that he actually lived and died, turns out. So now he lived and died, technically I'm still his girlfriend, but technically I'm also now your girlfriend.
Oh.
So, hey,
Hello.
you won.
I guess I did.
Can I have $12 real quick? I want to get some funnel cakes.
Oh, that's not going to cover it. You already have some of your own money?
I have some of Mr. Cherishman's money.
All right, here you go.
Thank you.
It's 15, but keep the change.
Oh, I always keep the change.
Mr. Chanderson,
Yes.
I'm glad that you made it through that process.
So am I. It made me realize a couple of things about myself that I never realized before.
Please list them in order.
Number one, I'm thankful for the things that I have.
It's a good one.
Number two, thankful for the things that I don't have.
Why
Like
is-
a regular hinged jaw. I'm thankful I don't have that.
Oh, sure.
Number three. Number three.
I think I get it.
I'm sorry to interrupt. Come in. I just wanted to let you know I solved the water thing. All the rides had plenty of water, so I worked it out somehow.
Roger,
Yeah.
come on.
Did you fix the water thing?
Yeah,
Oh.
you know that I...
Okay. Well, thank
Everyone knows. Everyone in
Oh.
the park saw me squeezing Mr. Chanderson.
you. Oh, the old squeeze the water. I'd have missed. I should have thought of that. That's what we did last time.
Last time.
Yeah, when Mr. Chanson's brother soaked up all the water.
Next, is this your first time on Splash Mountain?
Why, yes. Ignore my word.
That guy's up at the first in line there. What were you saying? I'm sorry?
I said, yeah, ignore my large shirt. I just don't like to have my arms at my sides.
Will do. My name's Chaz. And it all happened in a place called Splash Mountain at Disneyland. Jordan Black, where can people find you? What do you want to tell them about?
Myself and Gary Anthony Williams have a show at the Groundlings.
the devil you say?
On Monday, August 28th, the Black Version, our improv show. We have another one September 16th at Largo with special guest Wayne Brady. So you can go to theblackversion.com for dates and tickets.
This sounds like a big deal to me.
It's a huge deal. There's buzz. There's so much buzz.
And where can people find you? Should they wish to find you?
At Fake Jordan Black on your Instagrams and your Twitters.
There you go. Hal Lublin.
October 8th, I will be at New York Comic Con with my buddy Mark Gagliardi doing a live We Got This.
Nice.
So you can come see that. Just go to hallublin.com for tickets. But also the next day, we'll be at the Museum of the Moving Image doing 2 recordings and screenings back to back in coordination with the Jim Henson Legacy. So we got some fun Muppet topics. We got John Hodgman joining us, Craig Shemin, Stephanie DeBruzzo. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Now, the Jim Henson legacy, you will be discussing The Curse.
Yes.
Okay. Mm-hmm. And where can people find you?
Hal Lublin. No Lubin. Please stop. Stop, universe. Please.
But have you also reserved Hal Lubin as a handle?
I have.
Good. Smart.
And may I quickly redo my dates? Because this is October
sure.
2nd. This is October 2nd. I first got October 2nd.
Hold on, let me do this then.
There we
We
go.
have Black Version October 9th and November 6th at Groundlings. Theblackversion.com.
There
That's
you
all.
go.
I'm done.
Hey, man.
Anthony Williams.
Oh, yeah, please call me Remus. Hey, yeah, man. These are the new times.
What?
What would you like to tell people about that Jordan has not covered twice?
Catch me on episodes of I'm Sorry on True TV.
Absolutely. Gary is hilarious on this show. Our friend Andrea Savage, it's her show.
And that's enough for now, right?
Sure.
I mean, Jordan said everything else. And on Twitter, you can catch me at Gary A. Williams, but I'm mostly just pissed off at Trump most of the time.
There you go. And also on the Instagroodles.
Instagram is at Gary Anthony Williams.
There you go. Guys, he made it very simple for you.
Yeah, I did.
Eban Schletter. He's Eban Schletter on all the things. You can go to ebanschletter.com and find out what Eban is up to. And he's always up to something, that little scoundrel. How do you spell Eban Schletter? It's very simple. EBANSCHLETTER. As for me, I'm PF Tompkins on all the things. Go to paulftompkins.com/live and you can find out where I'm going to be. Perhaps I'm coming to your town. Spontaneanation, of course, returns to the Bell House in Brooklyn Sunday, November 12th with Eugene Cordero, Tony Newsom, and little Janet Varney, plus special guests to be revealed. What else? Oh, why don't you check out our Facebook page? Spontaneanation has a page on Facebook where every week we post pictures of the cast of the episode that week, but we also ask the question of the episode every week. That week's episode, we'll post a question online. It's been a lot of fun to read people's responses to those. See if you don't agree. If you do it your own damn self. There's also the Earwolf forums. If you want to join those and talk about the show with like-minded people, we have a group on Facebook as well if you want to have discussions there. If you would like to help out the show and get your name read on the air, why don't you leave us a review on Apple Podcasts or wherever people let you review podcasts. I will investigate the other places because I sure don't know. And then we'll read your name. We'll read your review and your name. And that'll be a fun thing that we can try for a while. And then see if it's not fun. Then we will stop trying it. That's life. That's what all the people say. Thank you to Earwolf for hosting the podcast. Thank you to engineer Ryan for engineering us all the way to the end of the show, which this is. Goodbye forever. Until next week, this is Paul F. Tompkins saying, Semper in Presenti.
Hello, I'm Alexander Graham Bell. I stole the idea for the telephone. Hey, people steal ideas all the time, everywhere, even in the worlds of music and comedy. Stolen Idea is a punk rock musical set in these two worlds where theft can make or break a career. Written by Matt Besser and Bobby Matthews. Produced by Brett Morris. Starring Matt Besser, Bobby Matthews, Virginia Matthews, John Gimberling, Mike Cassidy, Paul Rust, Scott Ackerman, Harris Whittles, Mike Still, Danielle Schneider, and James Adomian. Stolen Idea is only available on Stitcher Premium. Go to StitcherPremium.com/stolen.
This has been an Earwolf production. Executive producers Scott Ackerman, Chris Bannon, Colin Anderson, and Paul F. Tompkins. For more media and content, go to earwolf.com.